Hi, this is Cycrene's Binder, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Make sure that we're indicating if we like a flame reading, pendulum reading, or a plain old tarot card reading for today's readings. Got lots of people coming in. Hello, Cypher. We got RAM Leo, and we got Super Whittle Guy on board. So awesome stuff. Make sure that we're getting a lot of questions so we can use them for the show. Okay, let's get started with the card of the day. There we go. It's a little mixed up in our captions, but that's okay. This is from the Universe Has Your Back deck. Okay, if you didn't know, excellent deck we bought a little while ago. Okay, let's have a look. The card says, I find deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. Okay, so no matter what, all the things that are going on in the world and the chaos and all that, if you have been working on centering yourself, everything else should fall into place. Okay, and that leads to the number one rule, okay, in the universal laws, which is you are divine oneness with spirit. Okay, so if the more you bring yourself to divine oneness, better things tend to become. Okay, so that's the first law of the universal laws. Uh, we all know that the law of attraction and the law of action are number 7 and number 8, I believe. And there's 12 main laws that there are for the universal laws that govern everything. So maybe it's a little bit of homework for you today. Maybe go look that up. They got nice posters that you can print off for yourself so you can remind yourself of the 12 universal laws. Some differ a little bit, okay, that are out there, but go have a look. Do a little bit of research to improve your psychic awareness of the universe. Okay, so let's get into the first reading, and then we'll get into the remote viewing. Woohoo. Okay, somebody is asking the question about Bill Gates. Last show, that wonderful person that we all know and love. No. So let's have a look at Mr. Bill Gates at the moment and what may happen to him in the next little while, as many of the plans that they've been doing are falling apart, meaning the World Economic Forum. Okay. Okay, so it seems that his health is not the greatest at the moment. It seems that he's having a nervous breakdown, I'm picking up, because of many of the things that are not falling into place for him and the World Economic Forum, which believes that there should only be a certain amount of people on the planet Earth. Very nice. He's part of that group. And he's having a bit of a troubling time, as many of the plans that he's been putting forward, excuse me a minute, a little bit of cold today, and he's having trouble both mentally, physically, and emotionally going forward with many of the plans that they've been putting into place for quite some time. Okay, financially, I think he's okay overall, being Bill Gates. I think he's going to be losing some money in the long or the near future for whatever reason. Okay. And nobody's going to be listening to him at all. You kind of see that he's been rather scarce as of late with his public appearances. And of course, a lot of his money is tied in pharmaceuticals and farming. So a lot of that is falling on its face as we move forward and shine a light on many of the misdeeds that these people have been doing. The more we shine light on them, the more they scurry into the darkness. Okay? Okay, so the people that he associates with, I think he's going to have a out with a particular group, maybe Klaus Schwab, which is actually uh, they've been struggling as of late of trying to implement many of the things that uh, to bring them forward to have world domination and let everybody live in a hut and eat bugs. Okay, so uh, and basically that's basically falling on its face. And those people that he associates with are going to be turning away from Mr. Bill Gates in the near future. We're going to be seeing a lot of that in the news feeds as we go forward, if it even gets reported on in the mainstream media, uh, or they'll just leave it alone and continue with the FTX nonsense being the big story at the moment, keeping people in fear, right? Uh, I do see some more physical and mental health situation for him in the near future, and he may have a little bit of a mental breakdown in the near future as his prominence is waning. Okay. Yeah, he's like a little kid. He wants everything now, and it's not working out for him. So he's going to have a bit of a nervous breakdown coming very, very soon. Okay. So keep your eye on that news feed for those little news stories that probably will come out, but it'll be at the back page of the newspaper or something like that. Okay, so that was Bill Gates going forward for the next year. You reap what you sow, right? So, excuse me a minute. Now, somebody had to ask the question of UK tax, will it go up? Well, taxes always go up, but let's see how bad it's going to get for our friends in the UK. I don't see Bob Job here today yet, and he's from the UK. A lot of the Europeans I know that are on here aren't actually on here today, but let's just do the reading anyways. So that whole particular situation, it's going to be coming to a head in the very, very near future, probably in the next month or so. A lot of those talking points from our politicians from the UK are going to be falling flat on its face because nobody wants more taxes because of nonsense. Stop trying to uh, launder the money through the UK into uh, the Ukraine and vice versa. Uh, that's going to be coming to an end very, very soon. And they're going to have to find a new way of laundering that money from different countries from around the world. It wasn't just the US that was doing that, by the way. It's many other countries that were funneling money into the Ukraine and getting put into the FTX and then back to the different countries. Very nice, right? So the money portion of that is going to be falling flat on its face, and there's going to be a lot of disruption and chaos because of this particular situation. And we're probably going to see a new leader in the UK coming up very, very soon. Probably in a year, we're going to see a new person. The person they have now is kind of a placeholder. Okay. Yeah, he's going to do the job for a little while until they boot him out and get somebody a little bit better. The people that are associated with this situation, they're going to try to find a new way of taxing the citizens of the UK, but it's going to take some time. They'll get you. They always get you in the end, but they're going to have to find another way of doing it. They'll call it something else, farting tax or something like they have here in Canada. Yeah, they actually have a tax for that, actually, for cows. Uh, and carbon taxes and all that sort of nonsense going on in our politics. Uh, But yes, they are going to try it, but it's going to be failing bigly. To quote somebody out in the politic world, it's not going to be really doing all that well. They're going to have to find a new way of doing it. Okay, so that was the UK tax hike in the next little while. VeChain long term. Okay. Hopefully everybody did their homework. And we got a new one all ready to go for next week. So let's get into it for the VeChain. How's it going to be looking for the next couple years? Okay. It seems that the health of this particular project is going to be a little bit rough for the next little while because of everything going on, and that's to be expected. They're going to be pulling out okay with a lot of work behind the scenes. We got that Ace of Wands, which is a definite yes. So all that hard work that they're putting into the cryptocurrency is going to be paying off in a great way. Also is represented in the money line of cards. They're going to have a lot of little victories, figuring out a way forward for themselves and finding their place under the sun. And this, I keep saying that many of the cryptocurrencies are going to be finding their placement within the cryptoverse. Okay. Instead of just being a way of making money, fast money, right? Actually having a use case. So we're going to see a lot of the cryptocurrencies actually have use cases that people are going to be interested in and actually invest in them and actually have working products that people can get behind. And this is the moment in time when we're going to see a lot of that going forward into the future. The people that are involved in this, a lot of hard work, like I said before, and it's going to be paying off. We got that 10 of Wands at the very end, and they're going to be putting in the work, and it's going to be doing just fine. It's going to be a survivor, and it's going to have some good buying opportunities coming up, if not now, very, very soon. Okay, so that was VeChain. Okay. Yes, the remote viewing. Okay. Hopefully you done your homework. So this is today's or this week's remote viewing. What do we got? What are some of the things that we've worked out for the remote viewing target today? Thank you, sweetie. So let's give a few minutes as I blow my nose off camera. Further. He's disappearing. And I'm back. So, what do we got out there? Anything? Nothing yet? Give you a few minutes. What kind of colors are we picking up? Okay, if any. What kind of smells? What kind of taste? Okay. It's man-made. Thank you, Daisy Chains. First thing I saw was money, $100 bill. You may be very, very close to the. He smelled paper, so celebrities and a photo flashes. That could be. What else we got out there?
Maybe explain a bit about remote viewing while we're waiting for them to answer.
Yes. So basically, the remote viewing number is what you put on the top of your fresh new piece of paper. Okay. And then you pick out things that are descriptive of the target. Okay. So you're picking out the colors, the smell, the taste, what kind of texture is it? Okay. Is there motion? Okay. Is it man made, natural? If it has 90-degree angles and you're picking that up, it's usually man made. Okay. There's never really 90-degree angles in nature. What else? What genre is it? Okay. So we got some new things here. I see Trump with gold and a big smile. Maybe multicolored or all one color. Okay. Flat, thin, square. Maybe you're picking up the item that's in the envelope. That's okay. Smooth. Okay. This one's a little bit different than the past ones. So really start reaching. Don't question the things that are coming to your mind. Just flow with it. Don't analyze any of the information that you're getting from spirit, i.e., the target. Just go with it. Don't overanalyze it. Just spit it out. And that's the best way of doing it. Grid or block. Okay. What else we got? Rob Lowe. Ocean waves moving. Maybe. Okay. You're going to be surprised when you see this one. Sometimes there's numbers associated with a target. Okay. He's serious about Rob Lowe. Okay. What else we got? A smiley face. Yeah. Cube. That could be. Yeah. Keep 1144. Maybe. I think you're getting there. What else we got? As I have a sip of coffee. Now, what it can be is something that's going to happen in the future or something that's in the past.
Equals 10.
Equals 10. That could be.
Rotation.
Could be an incident that's going to be playing out in future history. So there's your big hint. Okay. Yeah, just don't think, just let it flow. Okay. Rotation. Plants blowing in the wind, the foreground, and ocean waves in the background. Trump with gold smiling in the front. Okay. In a sense, maybe. Thank you, Sunbeam. What else we got? One more minute. I still see an environment with celebrities. That could be a Viking win. I guess you're talking about football. Or surrounding. That could be. A lot of celebrities are interested in this thing. A toy. Could be. One more minute. A puzzle. It can be puzzling. Sometimes we'll get dates associated with a target. Okay. My money vision is on point. Yes. Okay. Was there any other number that came with that vision, Super Whittle Guy? October. Okay. Bring out the first number that comes to mind. 100 or 10. Okay. Anyone else? Daisy chains, you got a number?
It's a bunch of numbers coming up.
369, 3, 10, 28, and 9.
87.
These all could be true in this sense. 87. Okay, we're looking in the future. So remember, maybe jot it down, your predictions. Okay, because this is supposed to be a future thing that's going to be happening. Okay, because you can see future things on a target. Okay, shall we reveal?
Yep.
Okay. Luna Classic 2030. What's it going to be? So the answer question to the answer, will it be around? You're picking up that it was part of the financial world. Let's see how off I was. Okay, it was part of the financial world. So you're correct there. Any of these numbers could be correct. So it could be 3 cents, could be 369. It could be $3.69 by then. Okay. So this is a future event that we can do. Okay. Multicolors. Yeah, well, it is multicolored. Their symbol is multicolored.
The first thing Super Little Guy said was $100.
$100. So that would tell us that something major is going to be happening in 2030 to Luna Classic. Okay, so maybe something happens along the way, and it could be celebrities, could be the dancers. Okay, that I was saying from my dream in the past show, where they're going to be promoting things like this, making it more into the public view. Okay. Okay. So very good. Rob Lowe could be liking Luna Classic. You don't know. So write these things down and we'll see what actually transcribed or comes about in 2030 for Luna Classic. Do you think it's going to be doing well? First thing that's top of your head. Saw his face. Okay. So here's the thing. Now we're using our psychic self. Will Luna Classic do well by 2030? First thing that comes to mind. Don't think. No. Okay. How about daisy chains? No. We got dilly dilly. What's dilly dilly say? Yes. Sunbeam says yes. It's going to do well. Uh, okay, my brain hurts. So it should be effortless. You shouldn't be thinking so hard. It should just flow out of you. Okay, so you should just have that question in mind and go: is Luna Classic going to do well in 2030? Yes or no? I'm picking up yes. They're going to do okay, and it's going to probably take a long time for it to regain what it was. And I keep saying that it's going to take a long time for it to get back to where it used to be. Okay, so there you go. See, you can do different things with remote viewing. Now we got the new one. Are you ready? We got it all set up. Number is XJQ 4932. Make sure you get a blank piece of paper. Put the number at top, making sure that we're hiding behind the envelope to wipe our nose, and go from there. Okay, just let it flow. It's not about over analyzing the information that you get. Our job as psychics and remote viewers and that sort of thing is to just spit it out. Doesn't matter if it's right or wrong, just spit it out. Okay, the more you analyze the information that you're getting from spirit, this is a lesson for you, the more it's usually wrong, because now you're front loading it. Okay, front loading is you already have information on the target and you're going to put in your own bias into the target. Okay, that's why we do the number. Okay, because you don't have any preconceptions of the target. So it's completely unknown of the target. So you just focus on that number, okay, and just let it flow. Let the information flow from you. Don't overanalyze things. Don't go, it couldn't be that. It couldn't be yellow and purple, I think their colors are. It couldn't be that. See, when you start to do that, you often get things wrong. I remember doing a flame reading for a person at church, and I kept seeing purple teddy bear in the flame reading. Even though it's black and white, that sort of thing, I kept seeing a purple teddy bear. Okay. Now I learned, I'm going, purple teddy bear, what's that have to do with anything? Okay. And so I just spit it out there for the client. Okay. And she started bawling. Okay. It was the last gift she gave her daughter before she passed away. So you have to remember the reading is not for you, it's for the other person. And what it may not make any sense to you, okay? But it makes a world of sense to the other person. You have to remember the reading is for them, not for you. If it doesn't make sense to you, you're probably on the right track. So this is what I want you guys to get into, is stop analyzing all the information that you get and just go with it. This is like how we did training at the church for the mediums and psychics. Just give it. Get the question, you get the information, and out. Don't overanalyze it, just spit it out. Okay, and our teacher would be, nope, not fast enough. Spit it out, spit it out. And that's how you do it. Until you get to that point where you just give up that ego part of your mind, okay? And just spitting it out and it's usually you start to shock people. Okay, I've done that on a number of occasions, doing a one-on-one reading where something rabbits was one of the readings I did at a church function, and it was a teacup reading. And I looked into the cup and rabbits. She goes, I've been having problems with rabbits in my backyard. They're getting in my garden, blah, blah, blah. And she went on for like 10 minutes about rabbits. Now, if I had overanalyzed the thing that I got, okay, it wouldn't be correct. So try that for this next one. Just let it flow. It's not hard work. The hard work is just letting go of your conscious mind and your ego, okay, and over analyzing the information, okay, that you're getting. Just let it flow, write it out. If it doesn't make sense, you're probably on the right track, okay? So we got the new one. It's enough ranting for today, okay? So just spit it out. Write it on the piece of paper. Okay, so we got the new target ready. Ready for next Sunday. Okay. Primal Cipher. 3-card reading on your company. Can I spit it out now? Yes, you can.
Yeah, he did.
He did. Yeah, the moment that you overanalyze things, that's the moment that you're way off track. Okay? Oh, 3-card reading for... I got a little carried away there. Maybe it was for a reason. Things happen for a reason sometimes. So, your business. Okay. Emotionally, you're going to be very tied to something that is not working, but you're hoping that it works. You may be approaching it in a way that may not be beneficial to you or anybody else within your corporation. Okay. There is somebody behind the scenes that is doing some nefarious things. Okay. Could be within the company or outside of the company. So keep an eye out for that. Okay. And that particular situation is going to be giving you a buttload of pain in the next year or so. And it's going to be putting a kibosh on many of the growth things that you're hoping for. There's always one bad apple out there, right? And it's up to us to hopefully identify them so that we can move forward with our corporation. Okay, so just be aware of that. There's going to be some hurdles that you're going to have to overcome because of this one particular person. Could be a client or a customer or somebody who works with you. Make sure that you identify it early and make sure that you deal with it in a good way. Okay. It's going to be sometimes one person can really disrupt everything. Okay. And that's basically what I'm picking up in the new year for you. Okay. So hopefully that helps you out. Financial situation. Sunbeam. The things that you were thinking of that were going to give you a lot of problems with your financial situation are not going to be any problems at all. You kind of foresee that, oh, it's going to be this huge thing. I think they're going to be you're going to be overcoming them in no time flat. Okay. The problems that you perceive coming are not actually as big as you thought they were. Okay. And that happens normally to people because right next to that, we got the sun card. Okay. So everything that you're doing presently, it's going to be turning around. Okay. Make sure that you think before you leap. Okay. Um, you got the Knight of Swords. Okay. But he's reversed. So do not hesitate on making the changes that you need to overcome any of the things that are around you. Okay. Especially if you perceive problems by doing these things. Okay. By making changes or going a different path, that sort of thing. Okay. You may be stopping yourself because of perceived problems. Okay. And I'm saying that those problems are kind of illusionary and not as bad as you were thinking. Sometimes perfection keeps people from doing the things that they want. Okay. I was kind of in that boat when I first started this channel. I was hoping for perfection, which this channel is not in any sense, to get started. The the solution to that is just to get started and using the law of attraction, the law of action to get yourself into a better situation going forward and stop waiting for perfection or perceived situations that are maybe around you, stopping you from the success that you want. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. What will happen to the diabolical elite? Huh. More light will be shone on them, and they will scurry into the darkness, back into the shadows. As more and more light is being shone on them. Okay, and they don't like that. They actually really hate that, and it's going to be stopping them in their tracks. Okay, they're going to have to try to find ways around situations because too many people know what they are doing. So you're looking to see if anyone gets arrested, put into prison, that sort of thing. Usually, those particular things, do not happen to um, the elites. Right? They're above the law. It's very rare that any of them pay the price um, for their misgivings. But a lot of the things that there are going to be some that get the smaller elites are going to be taken care of by exposing them and putting them in court and stuff. They won't do any jail time, okay, but they will run away and hide somewhere on some deserted island or something like that, out of the public view. Okay, and then the way our society goes, people kind of forget history and we move on into the next stage of things. So legally, not too much is going to happen to them. They're not going to see the inside of a jail cell or anything like that, but they will run away from public view and won't be having that power that they once had over us. Okay, hopefully that helps out. Do you see Autumn Cosmo go up to 200 one day? Okay. It's going to be taking a little bit more than a year or so from today to get to that price point. Yes, it will happen. It just won't be for quite some time. Okay, you're gonna have to be patient with this one. Maybe 2 to 3 years from now until that actually happens. We got that 3F Cups, which is a celebration of that price point, but it's going to take some time until that happens. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. How do you see the World Cup going? Okay. I know today in Canada we got the Winnipeg Blue Bombers and Toronto Argonauts. I don't watch football. No idea. There's a great cup today for us Canadians. How will the World Cup? And that's the soccer. Or the footy, as some people will say. It's going to go well. It's going to be a great time for everybody. No incidents that I'm seeing overall, like people getting trampled and all that sort of thing. And it's going to be a big show, and they're going to be making actually some good money. Okay, where in the past 2 years they haven't. There's actually going to be some people that are going to be out of the game because of stuff. Okay, so we're going to see a little bit more of that in the World Cup. Okay, so don't be alarmed when that happens. A lot of that is going on right now. And I'm thinking that it's going to be okay. I'm not sure who's going to win or anything like that. But it's going to be a good time had by all. Okay? Will pledge finance reach $2 to $3 US in the next 2 to 3 years? Okay. It is saying that it is going to be getting to that point in the near future. 2 to 3 years is about right. 5 to 10 year outlook. We're going to have a lot of victories. We're going to have a lot of people moving into that situation moving forward. And it's going to be a good money maker for the future for that one. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. We'll be traveling possibly in the next 6 months. Okay. So the question is, are you, or how's it going to go? They're trying to put more mandates into travel. They signed it into law at the G20 summit, blah, 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 where you need to be up to date on your shots and all that sort of thing. I don't know if that's going to hold any water going forward because of the airlines are going to go, no, we need money. Okay, not everybody's in on the plan. So I think they're going to try to pass it, but it's going to be falling flat on its face because airlines are going to go, no, sorry. But let's see if you're traveling. I think there is going to be a little bit of travel to the place that you're hoping to. There's not going to be any big disruptions, but it's going to take a little bit more effort than you had planned. Okay, for whatever reason, your new paperwork or something along those lines, going to and fro. You're going to be on the cusp of everything changing. So you're going to get all your tickets and all that, and you're going to come to that end cycle in amongst that situation. So you're going to get in under the wire before they change things again, and then change them back. So I think you're going to be just fine. We got that sun card. So everything is going to be sunny and rosy, and you're going to be getting the things that you're expecting. Okay? So hope that helps you out. Oh, that's a big one. It's covering my chin. Super Whittle Guy. Hey, Andre, I've been seen and heard a few psychics say that aliens will make themselves known to the masses and will not be able to be covered up well in 2028. Yeah, well, they're more and more known now because we got news footage of UFOs and all that. Them personally talking to us, the people, probably won't happen because we're not ready. We still believe in all the narratives that well, we don't, but many people out there still believe in all the narratives of the World Economic Forum. It won't be until the time that we make that change into our new awakening. When we start on the new awakening, and that probably could be 2028, then I could see them actually saying, hello. We may be ready by that moment in time for them. But they won't do anything until all the chaos is done. And that's probably around 2028. Let's just throw some cards down for that. It's going to be tried to be suppressed by governments. Of course, right? It's just saying that they're going to be very, very slow in their approach and actually making themselves known physically. Like them getting in front of a microphone podium and going, hey, how you doing? Because it would cause too much chaos if they did it right now. Okay, they probably have something called a prime directive of their own. But Andre is an alien and talking to us. I could be an alien, maybe. Could have lived the life of an alien, be past life thing. But I'm thinking that they won't be letting themselves known for some time until we're ready, because it would actually cause wars, especially if they started giving us technology to help us out. Then the powers that be would fight each other and all that sort of thing to keep control, right? And it wouldn't be a good time for anybody. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Will the Vikings beat the Dallas Cowboys this afternoon? If yes, will it be a close game? American football. I didn't think it was today as well. Wow, a lot of football today. Of course, our guys have to play in the snow. They got like a foot of snow on the ground right now. So the question is, will the Vikings beat Dallas Cowboys? I don't think they're going to be doing that, but I do think it's going to be very, very close. It's going to be a very interesting game with a lot of excitement. Okay? And it's a good time had by all. I do believe it's going to be Dallas Cowboys. Okay? But what do I know? I don't know American football that well. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Do you still see Matic getting to 3,000 US per coin in 5 years? Yeah, that hasn't changed. One of the better projects that's out there it's doing a lot of very interesting things going forward. Um, um, so the answer to the question is yes, I do see it going to that point in the next 5 years. It's going to be a bit of a struggle for all the cryptocurrencies moving forward because of all the things going on. You got to gain trust back into cryptocurrencies because of the FTX baloney that went on. It's still going on to this day. Um, but we will get over this hump and everything will start to move forward again. Finally, okay. Until the next thing happens, maybe another Mount Gox. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Relief rally in December. I think it's going to be a little after December. It's going to be all over the road for the next little while for the cryptocurrencies. In December, I think it's going to be a little bit more on the downside than up. And I think it's right after that we're going to start to see things move up. The other thing that's going to be going on at the same time is the old market, which correlates with the crypto market, is going to be all over the road as well. Okay, so everything affects cryptocurrencies, even if they're not supposed to be related, right? The old S&P 500 is not supposed to be related, but right now it's lockstep with cryptocurrencies at the moment. So I don't see it happening till after Christmas, and that's when they're going to have that separation of the crypto market and the traditional market getting away from one another finally, and actually have cryptocurrencies acting in the way it should be. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Hi, Andre. Can I have a reading on my new business as a solar consultant? Thank you. Solar panels. I think we have a friend that does solar panels here in the city. It's part of our crypto meeting. Haven't seen him in a while. There's going to be a lot of little victories with this new position. There's going to be a moment in time when you're going to be giving up. Do not give up. Okay. And actually, you're going to be reversing that situation because you're going to be stressed out about it for a little while until you change your direction on the way that you're going with that particular situation. Not everything that looks bad is necessarily bad. Okay, coming up for you. You will work through it, and you're going to have those little victories, and you're going to figure out a way forward with your particular business. Okay, it's not going to be easy, but I'm thinking it's going to be taking off very, very soon. Okay, not without its problems though. Okay, so carry on. You're going to be fine. Panel question, please. Butmi, Georgia. Okay. We're learning geography as we go. Okay. Should you? Okay. Yeah, it's saying yeah. You got to wait till the market is just ripe for the picking. Right now, things are a little shaky, so you might want to wait for a little bit of time, or wait for the right opportunity for that. Get it at nice and cheap. Right now, everything's hyper inflated and all that sort of thing. So maybe if you get it at a good deal, oh yeah. But it's just the waiting part. And once you get real estate, sometimes it takes a while for the market to come back, and um, you can make some profit from it. So hopefully you're ready to sit on some properties and waiting it out. I know a lot of people that did that back in 2008. They bought up American properties at cheap, cheap, cheap. But unfortunately, they had to sit on them for like 7, 8 years until the market started to come back up, and then they could sell and make their money from there. So if you're ready to sit on it for a while, I think it's a good business idea. Okay? Thank you for that. Um, what was the question that you asked in the beginning?
Business.
Oh, business.
Follow up.
How do I identify someone who wants to harm you and your company? You'll know intuitively. Just once you are aware of something, it doesn't mean that it actually has to happen. Okay? You can change that scenario around to your benefit once you can identify that there's some nefarious thing going on out there. And once you have that and you're on the lookout, you're going to see it. Okay? Of course, when we're deep into something, we may not be aware of everything going on because sometimes we're doing this. But now that you're aware of something that could be happening, you're going to be able to identify it much, much easier. Okay? You're going to, oh, it's that lady over there. And then you're going to take action in a good way. Okay? And rectify that situation and shield your business away from that particular person. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Now that you're aware of it, now you can be on the lookout for it. Doesn't have to happen. Okay? Hopefully that helps you.
Just a reminder, we're at the end of the show, so.
Oh, we're at the end of the show.
No more questions.
No more questions. Okay. So just a reminder for next Sunday, if I'm still alive, I will
Come
be.
on.
Our new remote viewing target is XJQ4932. Okay. So just make sure you put it on top of a piece of paper and let it flow. Get into letting it flow. Write all the things that come to your mind as you're focusing on that number, and don't prejudge anything that you write down. Okay. Now, if you're labeling something, it's an envelope. Well, that would be known as an analytical overlay. Okay, and then you would write that at the bottom of your piece of paper under analytical overlay, AOL, and then get back to that flow. Okay, so that's what I want you guys to work on this week until we meet again with the remote viewing. And you got a whole week to work this out. And it seems more difficult than it actually is. I know a lot of psychic teachers, they make it sound so involved and complicated and all of this sort of thing. It's not. Keep it simple. Okay? Don't get hung on semantics. Okay? Just let it flow. and keep it simple. Okay? If you like a personal reading with me, make sure you go to secondreadingsbyandre.com where all that information is there. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in these chaotic times, make sure you go to secondreadingsbyandre.com where we have the Ledger affiliate program link. And if you should happen to purchase a affiliate program from one of us, for me and the wife, make sure that you know that if you do, we make a little bit of money from that. Okay? Always grateful for having everybody out there. Make sure you share this content everywhere to get past that C11 government baloney from our Canadian government. And make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.